Hey guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. My name is Mandy. If you're new here, welcome. In these videos, I like to share with you what I make for my family of 4 just to give you some inspiration, and it helps me come up with new meals as well. So our first meal, I saw these pork chops in my deep freeze. I kind of forgot I even had them. So I pulled those out and decided to thaw them out and we would grill them. So I was just sprinkling some Everglades seasoning on them. This is just the all-purpose season or something like that, like the original seasoning. And fun fact, this is made in a little town in Florida called Sebring, Florida. So I love getting products that's made where I live. I think that's cool. But here are the pork chops. Look at those grill lines. How pretty are those? So with our pork chops, I'm going to make some asparagus, and I just melted some butter with some minced garlic in the skillet, poured it over top of the asparagus. Then I'm going to take the asparagus and put it on the grill. Easy peasy. And this is what it all looked like. I know it's very simple, but it was delicious and everybody was full. Our next meal is some grilled salmon. We are using the Everglades fish and chicken, and I just sprinkle that, covering both sides of the salmon, and then we'll put that on the grill. If your grocery store sells the Everglades seasoning, I highly recommend giving it a try. We really enjoy the fish and chicken seasoning, the all-purpose seasoning, I think is what it's called, the original, and the heat Everglades seasoning. We don't particularly care for the cactus dust. I don't really like it. I can't remember if Jason liked it or not, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. So with our grilled salmon, we're going to have some sauteed zucchini. So I'm just going to slice these up, and then I'll saute them in a skillet on the stove. And I really need to have Jason sharpen my chef's knife because it's starting to get pretty dull. And that is when you can really cut yourself in the kitchen, because it may slip off of whatever you're trying to cut, and that's when you're going to cut yourself. I've done this before, so I know from experience. But now I'm going to mince up some garlic, and this is what I'm going to be sauteing in with the zucchini. So now I'm chopping up some jalapenos. This was kind of a hodgepodge of a meal, but it was so good. So I'm just going to scrape those seeds out of the inside of the jalapenos. I'm making jalapeno poppers. I wanted to mention also that some of these meals were filmed a few weeks ago before I started the 75 Hard Challenge. If you don't know what that is, I will link the video where I talked about starting the 75 Hard Challenge. I'll link it up in the iCards and put that video down in the description as well. So to make the jalapeno poppers, I'm just spooning in some cream cheese. And I didn't have any bacon already thawed out, but I did have some bacon bits from Sam's Club. So I just put a few bacon bits on half of the poppers, and then I left the other half with just the cream cheese. I'm going to put them in the oven. I think I had it set on 350 degrees. And I just have them on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper underneath. I'm actually going to be making some cheddar biscuits as well, and I just make those right on the same sheet. These were from Aldi. They're kind of like the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. They were pretty good. They weren't as good as Red Lobster, but they were pretty close. So like I said, I'm just going to put those right on the same cookie sheet and bake it all at the same time. Once the cheddar biscuits were done, I then melted some butter and I put in the little seasoning packet out of the box into the melted butter, mixed it up, and now I'm just brushing it over top of the biscuits. And like I said, these were pretty good, not as good as Red Lobster's, but they were pretty good. Definitely check them out and try them out and see if you like them. Here is a close-up of what the biscuit looked like. Look at that butter glistening on them. And this is the jalapeno popper. The bacon bits worked really well. They tasted just as good as if I were to wrap it in a piece of bacon. So now I'm going to go ahead and saute the zucchini in some melted butter with the garlic. And this is what the dinner looked like. It was very scrumptious. All right, for dinner tonight, I just grilled up these blazing buffalo chicken sausages. I've never had these before. They are from Boar's Head, and I've never had this before either. My husband said these were really good. The Johnsonville, New Orleans smoked sausages. So what I did was grill them up. Here they are. And I'm going to do this cabbage in a skillet with some olive oil or maybe avocado oil. And then I'm going to slice up the sausages and put that into the cabbage. I may leave the chicken out on the side in case I don't like it, because I've tried chicken sausage before and I really wasn't a big fan, but I wanted to try the Boar's Head. So that is the plan, and that will be dinner, and I will show you everything once it's all plated up. So for dinner tonight, we are going to have tacos. It is Tuesday. I went ahead and thawed out some hamburger meat. It's not 100% thawed out, but I thawed out some hamburger meat, and we had some leftover fish that I thought I could do some fish tacos for myself, or if the kids want the fish. So I have a tomato, I have the corn tortillas, we fry these in ghee, and then I really wanted some Brussels sprouts, so I'm gonna fix these in the air fryer, and just some cilantro, cheese, avocados. I don't know if these are gonna be any good, because I think they have been in the fridge for a while. They were actually hidden and I didn't know they were in there. So we'll see. I don't know. If they're good, I'll go ahead and probably make some guacamole out of it. So I still need to get the ghee out and get started on dinner. So the first thing I needed to do was wash up the Brussels sprouts and my cilantro. And yes, I left the rubber band on the cilantro on purpose. That way they didn't get all separated. They did get cleaned very well, so no worries there. But now I'm just cutting off the little stems of the Brussels sprouts and putting them in a bowl. And then I will sprinkle that ranch seasoning mix that you see there behind the spinner, salad spinner. I'm going to first put some avocado oil all onto the Brussels sprouts, mix it up really well, and then I'll sprinkle on the ranch seasoning. And I do use quite a bit of this just because I really like the flavor of it. And then I'll mix that all up and toss it into the air fryer until they are tender. So when I'm cooking, I like to either watch YouTube videos or listen to podcasts. And on this particular day, if you can see there on my phone, I was watching my friend Jen from In With Jen. She was talking about the 75 Hard challenge. She has gone through it twice, I think. So she was an inspiration for me to start the challenge, as well as Nicole Burgess. If you want to check those two ladies out, they are here on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is what my taco looked like. I did mine on a flour tortilla, which was a low-carb tortilla, and then my Brussels sprouts on the side. All right, so tonight for dinner, I just finished up my second workout for the day. So I'm having chicken. I'm going to do it on the grill. I just have it in a brine right now. It's just water and kosher salt. So that's going to stay there for a few more minutes. And then we're having, I wanted some Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. So I'm going to use the Rayo's Alfredo sauce and like I said, I just finished my workout and I am starving, so I'm gonna heat this up. It's just a piece of sausage left over. I'm gonna heat that up and eat it really quick. And then I'm gonna do the chicken and everything with pasta for the kids and Jason, but for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and wash up this asparagus. I don't know if I'm gonna do the zucchini or not. I haven't decided just yet, but I'm gonna wash up the asparagus and I'll probably just toss it on the grill as well, and I'm gonna eat my chicken with Alfredo sauce over top of the asparagus instead of having the pasta. Jason may do it that way too, I don't know, or he may just have the asparagus on the side, but that is going to be dinner tonight, and I will show you everything when it's all plated up. If you have never done chicken in a brine before you grill it, you definitely have to try it. It helps it stay juicy inside, and it's very delicious. Ever since I started doing it in a brine, I have noticed a complete difference in my chicken when I grill it. And also, use a meat thermometer when you're grilling, especially chicken, so that you know for sure if it's done on the inside. I used to literally burn the outside of the chicken, and now I don't. I make really good grilled chicken, so definitely get you a digital thermometer. All right, so what I did on the zucchini and the asparagus, I just sprayed some extra virgin olive oil on it and then sprinkled some garlic powder on the top, and I'm going to put them on the grill whenever the chicken is almost done. And usually what we've been doing here lately is taking some butter and melting it in a pan, chopping up some actual real garlic, mincing that up, put it in the butter, and then pour it over top of the asparagus and then grilling it. But I'm hungry and I want to eat. I don't want to fool with it. So I just did the garlic powder. So this is what the dinner ended up looking like, and I will have to say I was not a big fan of the Rayo's Alfredo sauce. I actually prefer my Alfredo sauce that I make from scratch. So the next night we ordered pizza. It was on a Friday, fast food Friday. I ordered the antipasta salad and the Italian dressing. And for our last meal, I am making some chili Verde. I had started to make it in the crock pot and then decided on switching over to the Instant Pot. So in the Instant Pot, I have my onions and some ghee, and I'm just putting in the stew meat, breaking that up a little bit, and now putting in the minced garlic and a little bit of garlic powder. And then I'll add in some green chilies and a couple cans of tomatoes. And then I'll put the lid onto the pot and set it for the crock pot setting. And I think I cooked this probably about 8 hours, and it was very good. And I served it with a quesadilla on the side, which when we make our quesadillas, I just put a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese on a tortilla. Mine is a low-carb tortilla. Fold it over, put some butter on it, and grill it in a pan. So if you're wondering what kind of can opener I'm using, that is from Kitchen Mama, and my little pepper mill that you saw a few seconds ago is also from Kitchen Mama. I love them, and I will have them linked down in the description. So that is going to conclude this week's What's for Dinner. I don't have a picture of this because I accidentally deleted it off of the memory card, but it was good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.